right? The Force Awakens, yes. Check.
Yep.
Okay. He's right beside me. He can hear you.
Of course I am.
Can you
Yes.
hear him? Okay. Should we get started? Okay. Function F12 in 3, 2, 1, 12. Hello everyone, this is JPL, and today I'm here with Anne.
I'm Matthew.
Yes, Matthew. That's not his real name, by the way, guys. That's just something he calls himself. And today, welcome to the first podcast session of the Council of Podcast name in brackets. Yes, that's a name and it's an inside joke. So, there we go. The subject for today is New Force Awakens, and Toa, would you like to start? Ah, yes. Yes. Chick. Matthew is playing with bunnies on Minecraft here. Okay. Yes. What else? Yes, we are getting spoilers. Spoilers, guys. Okay. Everything. Of the year. All time. Yeah, it is definitely on that list there. Okay. Oh yes, the actors were really good. There's just some moments that the actors they just couldn't figure out how to make that scene look good, and so it may just turn out choppy just for a few seconds, and then it was good. Um, Probably the thing that comes to mind immediately is the part where Rey releases the Ragnars. What's the
Raftars.
Yeah, Raftars, and she just looks almost at the camera and says wrong thing, but that just seemed like she didn't know what to do there. Mm. There were a lot of cheesy moments in this film, but okay. Um, let's go. What do you think of BB-8? Uh, Second best, in my opinion. R2D2, it's obvious. He's an iconic character, which is why BB-8 is second. Yes, definitely. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. He can also shock. Oh my. It's probably the most memorable scene. Actually, second most memorable scene of the movie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm. Yes. I see C3PO and R2D2 as an old married couple. Because if you notice a lot of the way they interact, like C3PO is the wife while R2D2 is the husband. And like the wife is always angry at the husband, and BB-8 will make them the kid. Yes. Yes. Matthew, any input?
No, not really on BB-8. I enjoyed his character. He was a good character, but pretty much you guys said everything I would have said.
Okay. Um, there was actually an interview before the movie came out because the movie was available for the pre-showing with a bunch of people, and William Shatner went to that showing, and when he came out, he said that BB-8 was sort of the Jar Jar Binks of the new series, but an even better version. Which, yeah. Hmm. Well, actually, the only thing that Jar Jar Binks was useful was to have emergency powers to the Chancellor. Okay. Next topic. Unless you want to continue with BB-8. Um, let's go on with John Boyega's character, Finn, and let's have Matthew start this one.
Okay, I guess I really enjoyed his character. He was probably my favorite character the first time I saw the movie.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
it's really nice to see a black actor in a lead role in a big blockbuster movie. And not only that, but the fact that he isn't quite stereotypically black, and it doesn't really draw attention to the fact that he is black. It's just sort of more subtly diverse.
Hmm. I think the writing for John Boyega, half of it was a hit and miss moments. More specifically, when he tries to act tough, and that just seems a kind of cheesy at times when he overdoes it. Yeah. Hmm. Yes. Yeah, I can really see that because I can honestly see there's no other way you could have interpreted the comedy into it. Like the only thing I could see they could have done is just not put it in, but I really think that if they put it in, that would have made for much better character development, even though the cheesiness. Um, hmm. So what do you think Finn is like in the future movies? Like, do you think he would ever become a Jedi, or is he just normal? Hmm. Well, like we're gonna restate a lot of things here. Uh huh. Kylo. Okay. My thing is perfect. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
No, he isn't.
Yes. Mm, well, well, there's like one other example in the Clone Wars, where Ahsoka's lightsaber gets stolen by an assassin, and she goes around terrorizing uh, the slums of the Republic with the lightsaber. And so, but the thing is, you actually see her try to press the button to make it work. So yes, yeah, yeah, okay, hmm. Yes. Um, for some reason, me and Matthew has seen the film a total of 3 times, and when I saw it the third time, for some reason, like I'm sort of scared that Finn might actually be dead because we never actually seen confirmation that he was alive at the end. Uh, yeah. And also, there was just this weird thing where I was confused about Ray, about like we'll meet one day again, my friend. I'm just thinking, like, why? Are you doing something? Which, yeah, I believe she knows that she is probably going to train with Luke, but that line just sort of hit me in the back of the head that says, okay, so Finn is probably dead. But this is just speculation. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. I would have really liked it if they would at least have him like move his head a tiny bit to just tell us that he's probably alive. But mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Which actually this brings up another point about blood. Like in the beginning of the movie where the stormtrooper just puts his hand on his helmet and you see blood. I was actually quite surprised to see that because in Star Wars movies we've actually never seen anything like that except for maybe A New Hope and like whenever they cut off the guy's arm and the Wampa's arm for that.
And Revenge of the Sith when Anakin gets burned.
Yeah, but you don't really see blood there. It's just burnt skin. And so it was quite odd to me because the thing is like when you get shot by blaster, the blaster actually just kills you, but also burns the wound to close it. What's this? Can you check the other thing? Oh, okay. I'll edit that out. The Skype. Go on Skype. Who's this? Risa. Toa?
One moment, my audio doesn't seem to be working properly.
Okay. Well, guys, Toa is having some technical difficulties, so, sorry I said your name. Matthew, do you want to say anything?
I'll wait. Because I have some things to discuss, but I think we should discuss them.
Yes. But we need to do something to keep this thing going.
I would say on this conversation, is Finn Force sensitive? I think maybe, but I think if he is, it's more of a Princess Leia situation.
Yeah.
Because he's very much the Princess Leia of this new trilogy.
Well, downgrade, okay.
Well, first, the movie very much parallels A New Hope. And in A New Hope, Luke Skywalker starts out on the desert planet, and he is rescued, I guess. Wait. And then Princess Leia starts out on a military ship.
Yes.
And so I would think, and just the way their romance works together, I think Finn is very much of a Princess Leia character to Rey's Luke Skywalker character.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, more specifically with Ragnars? What?
Rathtars.
Rathtars, okay.
I believe.
Hmm. Yeah. Yes. This is... Okay. Okay. Let's start with the next topic. The most awesome stormtrooper in the entire Star Wars universe. The one with those electric sword thing. TR-8R. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah.
Did they confirm his actual name yet?
I'm pretty sure, like Star Wars, it's just gonna keep it that way. I don't know. Yes, that scene was like really epic. Never before have we seen a stormtrooper go the extra mile and go melee. Hmm. Okay. Um, I also see it as another point to tell you that that the Empire, I mean the First Order, is very serious. It's much better than the Empire, and the fact that their soldiers are much more trained. I mean, if you look back at the first scene, they actually hit people. They slaughter an entire village, which means they're aiming and they could actually hit them. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Which actually brings up to our next point, Ray. Um, I really think that there is just so much mystery in her because we don't really know anything about her past. We can only speculate. And well, and she's actually very somehow fluent, almost fluent in the Force. Yeah.
I would say, well, my theory with Rey as to her origins personally is that she's somehow related to Obi-Wan Kenobi. And you can see it. There's a whole bunch of evidence that you can look at. Her outfit is very reminiscent of Obi-Wan Kenobi's outfit, and also she's very good at the Jedi mind trick, something that Obi-Wan Kenobi used a lot. And another thing is that Obi-Wan Kenobi was recognized as one of the best Jedi of all time because he was good with the Force, as good with the Force as Yoda, and as good with the lightsaber as Master Windu. And so that could be why Rey is just so good with the Force and with her lightsaber.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, 30 years. He probably mingled. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Hmm. Yes. I think I really like the theories that she's actually Luke's daughter. Um, Mainly because it shows like it continues the family connection, you know, with Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, and then we have Rey. But I also would actually prefer if they'd actually have a newcomer, someone like you've never seen before, and have that be their kid. Hmm. Okay. And I would really like to see them incorporate Jesse Skywalker. I believe that was Luke's wife in the expanded universe. Matthew, could you look that up a bit?
Yep.
Okay. Um. Okay. What else is there? Oh. What do you think of just her, like being able to use the Force just at the end there against Kylo Ren, the fight scene there? Yes. Okay, so Luke's wife is Mara Jade Skywalker. Okay. And their son is Ben Skywalker. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um I can see there's just like really like we have no evidence that Ray was trained, and and the fact that she could outforce grab Luke's lightsaber, and then and in the middle of a fight just take a nap, call to the Force, and then use the Force to outmaneuver Kylo. That just seemed kind of just so they can end the story, like you said, rushed. But if she actually is part of the academy, then it makes sense. Yeah. Luke. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And his name is Luke, not Anakin. Yes, you did it again. Okay.
Trade Federation ship.
Yeah. Yes.
However, we do see that Rey, despite not really having a chance to pilot, is very good at piloting the Millennium Falcon.
Somehow, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Matthew wants to get to Poe Dameron.
Yes.
um, yes, he's a cool character. I think he's actually too good of a character because we really never see him in a part of conflict besides the beginning where he's interrogated. Like near the end, he's just mowing down TIE fighters like nothing, which we've actually never seen Luke take down that many TIE fighters before. And how many did he take down in that one shot there?
I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, a lot, which it makes him good of a character, which actually makes the end sequence suffer because we actually do not feel like Poe's in danger at all because how good he is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Another thing about Poe that I don't like is, yes, when he is lost on a Jakku, um, we actually never see him get rescued by the Resistance, and he's just again in his X-wing, being awesome, and we really have no explanation for that, except that he woke up without a ship and without Finn, and somehow found his way back. Yes. hmm Well, he could have explained how he got rescued a bit more. Ooh. Actually, another point. Actually, we're still on Poe, but here the theory isn't on why Finn was able to get out of his coding state. Is that he's actually a plant that he's supposed to betray the First Order and become part of the Resistance, and he doesn't know that he's actually spying. Yeah. Okay.
I think though the direction they're taking him to make him a traitor would be a step back for the movie. We'll probably elaborate on the direction they're taking him later, but just
Okay. So, Matthew has this really interesting theory about Poe.
okay. So I actually, this isn't completely my theory. I saw a bit on it, and then when I was watching the movie again, I noticed a lot of different shades of that. But the theory is that Poe is LGBT in some way. And the main evidence for that is the way he flirts with Finn in the first scene where they're together. He's sort of flirting a little bit. And I mean, you could say he's just trying to be friendly, but I think it's a little bit more than that. And then further on, in later scenes, you can see like the the only person to go with Poe when he's being taken to the hospital. If you look closely, you can see, or sorry, Finn when he's being taken to the hospital. If you look closely, you can see Poe right beside him, and walking along with the cart they're taking, whereas Rey just stays behind.
No, I think he's more eccentric, is what I see him. No. Hmm? And he's like not really afraid of intimidating forces, because you see in the beginning against Kylo Ren, he actually tried to play him a little bit, like trying to be funny with him. It's like, okay, who talks first? You talk first. I talk first. Something like that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Oscar Isaac. Yeah. And if you didn't know, he played Joseph in the Nativity Story. Okay.
Okay, here's another bit of evidence I would like to throw out. There are actually a few. When Finn is wearing Poe's jacket and they meet, um, first off, Poe hugs Finn, and so that's sort of suggestive. But then also, when Finn tries to give the jacket back, Poe says, "No, it suits you." Now, it's very stereotypical that LGBT people are good at fashion. And another point is that, well, the main character of this movie is a girl. You rarely see that in a blockbuster.
Yeah.
And then also a very important character is a black person. You never see that. So rounding out the trio, it would make sense that they would put an LGBT person in there.
Yeah. Um, I would like to point out just another piece of evidence, which it's not really evidence. It's sort of like something that you could make a stretch for. Is that J.J. Abrams in an interview said that when he wrote the script for the movie, he actually wrote it like wanting Star Wars, this new Star Wars series to be almost in our age, our time period, almost and socially and stuff like that. So that's probably a stretch for the whole Poe Dameron. Yeah, they don't have parts. Yes. Hmm. Mm, okay. Yeah.
Wielder.
Yeah. 5 and 6.
Lando.
Where is he exactly? Where's Lando? That's what I'm worried about.
Signing his contract.
Huh?
Signing his contract.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm actually, my theory is like he was too busy, like recording his lines for Star Wars Rebels that he wasn't able to do The Force Awakens. That's my theory. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, to bring back the point of Poe Dameron, him not being, we don't feel like he's in danger at the end scene. Yeah, a good way they could have fixed that is him being run down by a TIE fighter and just have one of his buddies help him, get him off him, and so. Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure the next episode they're just gonna get their butts kicked because that's how things are in the second act. Uh, Sometimes. Well, in Star Wars, actually, mm, for the original trilogy, they definitely got their butts kicked there. And then the Attack of the Clones, I think the thing to explain that is they got beaten up at the fight scene with Count Dooku, and his hand gets chopped off. I'm pretty sure Rey's gonna lose an arm next episode, but that's just. Actually, no, they actually lose their limbs in the second one. That's usually how it goes.
However, Kylo may have lost an arm or a leg. I
Mm,
was trying to look closely when I saw it the second and third time, and you can't really tell if he. Most likely, if he did, it would be a leg, but you can't really tell the way the shot is set up.
yes. Okay. Which brings us to the next point of this conversation. Kylo Ren. Matthew, why don't you start this one?
I don't really have a lot of thoughts on him yet. I'm waiting to see how his character develops. I know he is now a very controversial character because I mean, for a lot of people, he's their favorite character simply because he's the only white male main character besides Han Solo, and so he's become very popular. And yet, he's also very irredeemable to some people due to what he does.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yes. I don't think he's a Sith. Okay. Okay. I uh okay. I actually like um Kylo a lot because he's not like your typical villain. Like your typical villain is probably 30 to 40 years old, pretty smart, has things planned out, and is controlled emotionally. I actually see Kylo as a emotionally distraught, um, uh, and with anger management issues, and actually, the thing that Abrams said about that character is that he designed Kylo after almost every movie critic there is. Which, like, Kylo, you do see he's a tiny bit whiny, but he's not whiny, like, that much. And, like, that just makes him, like, a unique character because, like, he's actually, he doesn't really know, like, what's right or wrong, and he does, like, state once or twice that he is broken, like he's being split in two, because he is getting the pull from the light and the dark. Okay. Um. What you wanted some?
I just have a quick question for both of you, and it's twofold. First, is he redeemable? And then second, do you want to see him redeemed?
I think that he probably is redeemable, based off the point I want to make after um Toa enters, and I really don't want him to be redeemed at the end. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Episode 2.
Oh yeah. And hmm, yeah. Hmm. 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 Okay. Um. Okay. Let me get to the point where I think that Kylo is redeemable, and it has to do with the scene at the end where he kills his father. Um, for me, the way I saw Kylo is that he sort of, not actually, but it's slightly hinted at, is that he sort of suffers from a multiple personality disorder, where he has the personality of Kylo Ren, the Sith, and then Ben, who who keeps getting that pull to the light side. And so when Han confronts Kylo, you see that Kylo disappears, and then Ben just appears and tells him that he is broken and like he knows what he has to do. And the scene where he decides whether or not to kill his father, I think that it could go both ways. Either like killing his father will like make him get rid of his pull to the light, or or killing his father will make his pull to the light even greater, knowing that the pull to the dark is causes more suffering. Um, which I believe. Well, personally, yes, I do believe he could be redeemable, but the thing is, based upon the lighting of that shot, that the pull to the light completely disappeared when he made the decision that he would just kill his father to get rid of the pull to the light. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. And also with the whole idea of killing Han Solo's so that the pull to the light, it actually makes Han's death a bit more heroic, where Han, like, he probably knew that his son would kill him, and he probably and he probably assumed that maybe if he kills me, then he would probably realize that the dark side is not the way to perfection.
Here's an idea. I guess I watched a video, and at the end of the video there was a reference to another video which mentioned that Star Wars is based off of the yin yang mythology and of Eastern religions. And just thinking of that, I just thought, well, the first trilogy has a bad ending to it. The second trilogy has a good ending. So what if this third trilogy has a bad ending?
What are you talking about?
Yin,
Oh,
yin, yang.
so when you mean first trilogy, you mean the prequels?
Yeah, the prequels.
Okay.
Sort of the balance of good and evil.
Yeah. You will get eternal. Okay. Okay, so what do you think of Kylo's force abilities? I really think that his force abilities it's kind of confusing to me because at one instance it looks like he's just very powerful, and the next instance he just can't do anything. And like the part where he's very powerful is at the beginning where he stops a blaster bolt in the air, keeps it there with his mind while able to talk, and then the part where he seems like he's weak is the fight scene against Rey, which we can argue that he was in an emotional distraught about killing his father, and he did get shot by Chewie. That his connection to the dark side, to the Force, was severed a bit, but he probably should have had a bit more power to him at that final battle.
Here's an idea that I have. You see very much in the beginning of the movie, Kylo Ren thinks he's the only Force user left. And so in every situation he's in, he's very arrogant because he has the top hand. He can win pretty much any battle. And so when he's interrogating Rey and Rey is able to fight back, that's like the first little bit he suddenly realizes, oh no, I'm not the only one. So his arrogance that's fueling his dark side force is sort of staggers a little bit, and that's why he can't beat Rey and get inside her mind. And then further on in the battle, when he's realizing Rey can use the Force as well, he's starting to realize I no longer have the upper hand, and so he isn't arrogant enough, and his Force powers start to weaken.
Hmm. Yes.
How?
Oh yeah, I really liked at the fight scene where he just punches the side to numb the pain.
Actually, I think the official word on that was that he's hitting himself in the side to work up the pain because that helps fuel his force powers.
Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. Uh-huh. Hmm. Tusken Raiders. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's get to the biggest disappointment of the movie. Captain Phasmus.
Uh,
She was probably the second most hyped up character of the movie, besides Color Random. When I saw the trailer with her first appearance, I thought, okay, she's gonna be this like character that hunts down the main characters, and she could be annoying in the movie. So, and it turns out she doesn't even do anything. She just explains Finn's backstory, and she turns off the shield generator, and that's just about it.
to be fair, though, J.J. Abrams did warn people going in that she would not have a big role in the movie.
Yeah.
However, according to official word, he is both alive and dead until a story needs him or doesn't need him.
Yeah. Yeah. I really hope that they find a way to bring her back, but I don't think she will.
I'm looking right now on IMDb for Star Wars Episode 8, and Gwendolyn Christie, who plays Captain Phasma, is confirmed for this. Take that with a grain of salt because Harrison Ford is also confirmed. I don't know if how he's going to return or if he will, but as of right now, we can assume that Captain Phasma will be in Episode 8.
I guess Harrison's just gonna be a voice. Yeah.
Well, personally, for me, Captain Phasma, I don't know if she was my favorite, but she was one of my favorites simply because I'm a big Gwendolyn Christie fan. I have only seen her so far in The Force Awakens and Mockingjay Part 2, but
What?
I'm a big fan of Brienne of Tarth from the Game of Thrones books, and from what I've seen of the show, she does very well on that.
Oh, Kenny Baker wasn't R2D2. Or isn't R2D2 in the next one, huh? Okay. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Is there any last points on this character, Matthew? Or are you done with her?
I just think she's awesome. I really hope she comes back because with a character design and an actress like that, you just can't let her die in such a bad way. Um, I think it would be especially nice if they redeemed her character by showing why she deactivated the shields.
I will be done by 9:30. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, they're gonna come down here. Okay. Okay, let's discuss Leader Snoke. Yeah. Okay. Mm, okay. Here's the fan theory, which I actually really like. The theory is that Leader Snoke is actually Darth Plagueis, and the evidence they have for that is based upon the soundtrack. That whenever the scene where Darth Plagueis is having a conversation, the soundtrack sounds like very almost on par with the scene where
Chancellor Palpatine.
yeah, Chancellor not Chancellor.
Yeah.
Okay. Chancellor Palpatine telling the story of Darth Plagueis to Anakin, the whole opera music. Like I actually in the third movie listened closely, and it almost sounds exactly like the same thing. And another theory is that he's also just a holocron, which I believe Star Wars Rebels in the second half of this season is going to explain a bit because based upon the trailer, it seems that Ezra Bridger has found a holocron with Darth Maul's essence in it.
But isn't Darth Maul still alive?
We don't know that, but in this one, he's just a holocron.
Here's my favorite theory about Snoke, and with the whole Jar Jar Binks theory, this sort of ties in, and that is that Snoke is Jar Jar Binks with his ears cut off.
Yeah, but what about the snout?
His snout cut off too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we'll talk about it. What do we want to? Okay, yeah. Okay, so what's his name again?
General Hux.
Yeah, oh yeah. Matthew wants to just briefly state something about him.
Okay, actually, I just wanted to discuss him very briefly because it's very interesting. He's a smaller actor, and yet a lot of people have seen him before in the Harry Potter movies. I was just wondering your thoughts on him. One reviewer that I watched said he was sort of like a bad caricature. Yeah,
A caricature.
character. I can't say it.
Caricature.
Of the original um, actors who played the evil generals of the Empire.
Hmm. Um, for what I Yeah, from what I see, General Hux, I actually got an Adolf Hitler vibe from him, mainly from the scene where he gives the motivational speech before they shoot the Death Star, the Star Killer, the first time, where the setup almost seems like that part where before World War II, he gives that inspirational speech to his soldiers.
Well, I mean, the whole First Order and
Yeah.
even the Empire are based off of the Nazis, so
Like even the hail sign they gave after uh, he said that. Yes. Oh, they talk trash to each other. That's what. That's
trash talk.
Yes. Oh yeah. Even if you apologize, you die. Okay. Next thing we want to talk about is Han Solo and Chewbacca in this movie.
Let's start with Chewie, since that's the easier one to talk about.
Oh yes. Hmm. It's a, it's,
He didn't. I mean, he's never really had the largest role. He's sort of been Han Solo's co-pilot, and
yes.
I mean, the actor who plays him like had knee surgery just so that he could play this role, and he was very dedicated to it, and I think that really comes off in the character how, despite the actor being a whole lot older, Chewie still has the same energy.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the most painful sound in the Star Wars universe. Oh. And he doesn't even say anything. The actor doesn't even say anything. Oh, and like especially if we watched this in the audience, like especially right when Chewbacca roared, that was the most heartbreaking thing is to hear like almost everyone in the audience. You can see and hear them being emotionally distraught about that. It's like it's broke their hearts hearing him scream like that.
She's always been.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Hmm. What? What? Yes. No. Uh, well, in this expanded universe, like Han met like Chewbacca when like Han was around in his 20s, where I believe Han either used to be an Imperial officer or he was pretending to be one, and he freed Chewbacca, in which Chewbacca then owed a life debt to Han, and so they became best friends. That's what happened in the expanded universe. But yeah, it could be different here.
Now that's a very good transition into Han. First thing I would like to mention about him, Harrison Ford, if you've watched the movies he's been in recently, like
Oh yeah.
Ender's Game, and I mean, even as far back as the most recent Indiana Jones movies,
Oh.
he just feels so old. I mean, one reviewer put it like he looks like in every scene he's in, he's just woken up from a nap, and he just looks tired and
Or he
old,
just doesn't care.
or he just doesn't care. However, in Star Wars, he felt like the same Han Solo.
Like yeah, he actually put it all out there. His performance was amazing in this one. Like move ball. Listen, Big Shot.
However,
Yeah.
the theory with this is that, well, first off, if a lot of people probably already know this, Harrison Ford has been wanting Han Solo to die since Episode 5,
Yeah.
and so probably the reason that Han Solo did die was not because J.J. Abrams wanted it, but because Harrison Ford wanted it, and that's why he gave such a good performance, because he knew it would be his last, and then he could be done to do whatever he wanted.
Yes. Yeah. He's in his 70s, I think. Okay. Yeah. And like I believe like after I think almost all his film career, like I see him getting like the most injuries out of this film. Like for first time is him like nothing to do with the movie was in a plane crash, and then the second one where the doors of the Millennium Falcon like slammed down on his kneecaps and he was hospitalized. And so uh, I think he's relieved to be done for one both his sake and the character's sake. But yeah, you know. Yeah. Like, it's just seeing Han Solo die. Like, I would be really prepared for it. It's just seeing a red blade come out of him is just, it's disturbing.
Now, my question is, how early on in that scene did you guess it? Because for me, the moment that Han and Chewie split up at the very beginning of that scene, I was like, oh no, something's going to happen to one of them. And then my thought process throughout, I saw Kylo step onto the bridge, and I thought, oh no, Han's going to die. And then as the scene moved on, I thought, oh no, maybe he doesn't have to. And then as soon as the sun got dark enough that all of the light from the room except for Kylo's lightsaber was gone, that was when I knew it was a done deal.
Like, I knew it was a done deal right when Han Solo just started to go after Ben. Like, Ben walks on the platform, and then Han Solo just gets out in the open to go and get his attention. Right when he does that, I knew that that was the moment he was gonna die, and also because the lighting, where the light showed on Kylo, just it really shows that something big was about to happen there. Uh, yeah. Hmm. Sheesh. Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 20 minutes left because Matthew has to be in bed because tomorrow's a school day, and so let's. Congratulations! Oh, drama tryout tomorrow. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. Okay. So, okay. I'm not gonna do characters anymore. Right now. Okay, right now we're just gonna go into best moments of the movie, and just to include that into it, let's do Luke Skywalker.
Okay, so quick thoughts on Luke Skywalker. First, let's hold a moment of silence in for him.
Yes.
I mean, you all delivered his lines perfectly.
Oh yes.
How many times have you seen this again?
Oh, 3. Oh, I love the Twitter. When someone asks him on Twitter, it's like, okay, so Mark, what was your reaction to when you found out that Luke was not gonna have any lines? Mark's reply was amazing. He replies, speechless. Okay. I really liked it that no, I'm really disappointed that Luke didn't say anything. I actually like that decision. Um, Mainly because Mark is actually hasn't really done any acting like in a long time. Like the things he's done mostly is voice acting, and so him talking would like we will just hear him. Normally, he has hints of Joker and like other characters he's done before. But I think also they had him not say anything. It's just for us to want more.
I would say, sort of an unrelated point and yet still related. I felt like that that scene, that whole sequence, was a little bit forced.
Yeah.
I think the mystery of where is Luke Skywalker should not have been solved that quickly,
But
and I think the movie should have ended with this a very powerful shot of everyone is celebrating while Rey and Leia are hugging and crying and mourning.
yeah, I really think that they actually had Luke in there, and so that when the next movie comes out, we'll have Rey much more trained. No, it's actually different from all the Star Wars movies because in the Star Wars movies, there was usually a cut in time, and then until the ending shot. While in this one, like there's no cut. You immediately just go from sequence to sequence to the shot.
So, favorite sequences, I've actually been asked to talk a bit about this one, the lightsaber sequence, and I really enjoyed it. Unlike the other fight sequences, the lightsaber battles in Star Wars, this one felt just brutal. Like, there wasn't any special choreography. People weren't jumping and doing flips. They were just trying to live as the other person brutally just hacked at them with their lightsaber. And I mean, it was very surprising. You don't usually see that kind of intensity and grit in a fight scene in a Star Wars movie. But one of the big takeaways for me was you could clearly see in some of the shots, Rey was lunging as if she had a staff and fighting as if she had a staff, even though she had the lightsaber. So that leads me to believe that she will make a staff lightsaber, not a traditional kind.
Mm. Mm. Actually, there is another lightsaber which is a staff, a long staff with a small blade at the end. Okay. Oh, please don't. That's a lot of research too. Oh yeah, like that's what Matthew's doing right now. He's looking up these things. Um. Yes.
Especially coming from the light side, because there haven't really been any fancy lightsabers from the light side.
Mhm. Well, actually, the lightsaber that Yoda uses is actually another type of lightsaber that is most commonly used when people handle two blades, like kind of like it. Oh yeah, in Victorian age, when they duel, they have their longsword and their little dagger for maneuvering and all that. So, I vaguely know about the Jedi forms. Okay. Okay. Um.
Darth Sidious and Darth Vader.
See,
Sidious has a very uniquely designed lightsaber.
actually, Sidious handles two blades, except the parts where he fights the Jedi Council, he insults them by just using one blade. Oh, I'm basing this off of the Clone Wars because he fights with two blades in the last season. Mm-hmm. Ah. Okay. Or Vibro Blade? Vibro Blade Steel, something like that? Okay, Okay, let's,
Wait, just a second. Quick note on Kylo Ren's lightsaber. A lot of people were complaining about the shape of it and, well, how could you wield that? However, it was when I was watching the movie, I realized it was a very clear design choice because not only does it call back to the Knight and obviously Knights of Ren, but also just the sound of it is so unique, and how the main blade comes out and then the side ones. It's just so unique of a sound that you know Kylo Ren is there.
yes. Okay. Okay, FlameWolf will be joining us, pretty soon. And, Matthew will be, leaving, real soon. And so,
So I'll quick do
let's
some
do
of my
honorable
last thoughts.
Yeah.
So first off, I would like to say this is my favorite Star Wars movie so far. I don't know if it's the best, but I just love this movie so much. I mean, I grew up watching the originals and the prequels, and so there was never really that tension or that feeling of excitement because I've been watching them ever since I can remember. But now with this new one, it sort of feels like it's my Star Wars. The other Star Wars are my parents' Star Wars, but this one is something that I can enjoy and get hyped about and watch while it's coming out, and I can feel the tension and all of that kind of new stuff.
Flame, are you there? Good evening. um, we're just missing Boo Boo. Huh? Um, the plan was to have everyone here, but since you and Boo Boo weren't here at the time, we just started without you guys. Hmm. But no, there's still quite a few things to talk about.
I can quick go into my favorite moments since I have to leave in like 5 minutes, but
Yes.
probably there was one moment at like the very beginning of the movie where I think it was BB-8 is running away and Poe is sort of fighting back these stormtroopers, and I realized like this is Star Wars. This is what I've wanted to see for a really long time, and it really just felt like Star Wars in that moment and then throughout the movie. And then the other moment nearer to the end in the big space battle that they're having, that was also, I realized not only is this Star Wars, but this is my favorite Star Wars. Yes.
Hmm. My problem with it is mainly because it wasn't really noticeable to me. Which my complaint is only at the movie theaters is that they lowered the sound quality of the actual soundtrack, which they actually do sometimes. Because I went to see Interstellar, the music was actually really loud the first time. The second time I saw it, the music you can barely hear it. Do you want to call them now? Let's just say goodbye.
So I guess I have to say goodbye right now. I need to go home and actually get some sleep tonight.
Hmm.
So goodbye. Hopefully I'll see you. We can
Okay.
bleep that out.
Yeah, we're gonna bleep that out. Actually, no. His alias name is Matthew FlameWolf. That's what she chose. Okay. Okay. You guys keep talking. I will be right back. I need to escort him out of my premises. At almost 2 hours. I mean, we just started going into best moments. We but like not enough moments of the thing. So, um, yeah, I think I would like to briefly talk about that like after I come back. So I will be back in a moment. You two keep talking. What? Yep. Matthew. Yeah, Matthew. You're this is you're actually you're actually putting more work on me because I have to bleep that out. Um no, here's the thing. Actually I'm thinking if you guys want to have the audio of this thing so that you can upload it on your channels. Okay. I think probably just give it to Toa because he was here longer, and so. Okay. 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 Okay, let's get back to the topic of Star Wars. We need to wrap this up in about 10-15 minutes, and so. Okay. Three. Okay. Okay, so Toa would leave in 3 minutes, but Carl. Okay, crap. I would actually talk to you, FlameWolf, for about 5-10 minutes for a little bit. So, any. Oh no, that's okay. Okay. Uh, Toa, do you have any last thoughts you want to give out? Yeah. Yes. Practical effects. Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. I believe that's the rating it has right now. I think. Okay. Yeah. Actually, okay. Star Killer, yeah. Okay, to about the whole Jakku thing, there's just one thing I don't like is that you're not gonna understand the importance of Jakku unless you uh read up on Star Wars, the new Star Wars Battlefront, which the Battle of Jakku was actually the Empire's last stand, and they that was when they fell. Okay. Uh, yes. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Star Killer. Yeah. Okay. Toa. I hate to cut you off, but you have some place to be, like in. Okay. Um. So. Okay. Any last things you'd like to just say? Okay. Thank you for joining us, Toa, in this little discussion here, and hope we can do this more sometime in the future. Uh. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So Flame. 5 minutes. Just two of us. 5 minutes. Just do something. Talk. Yes. Yeah. Let's just talk for 5 minutes about the movie, since I was gone for most of the discussion. Oh no! Don't summarize the movie. What's your favorite part? What's your favorite part of this movie? Yeah. For me, I would say my favorite part of this movie was the death of Han Solo. Since like I no, because since I grew up with Star Wars, and so that part just had like an emotional feel to it, and so I would really love that. Another really good scene would be when they introduced the Millennium Falcon, which was perfect. Like they just completely ignore it, and then the thing that they want is completely destroyed, and so they just go with the thing that's terrible, which actually turns out to be the best thing in the galaxy. Hmm. The thing that I like Kylo as a villain is like he's not your typical villain. Like he's more relatable. Like um he's more like a teenager, which he just gets mad when things just don't go his way. Yes. That was another fantastic part of the movie. The stormtroopers just walking away from him. Oh yeah, that and like the well, and also the from the beginning, the stormtrooper that just died just puts his hand on this mask with the blood. Yes, like shouldn't they cover up the wound with the burning? Yeah, we've never seen blood from a laser fire before in Star Wars, so. On this one, like they just barely missed the targets, and so. Uh, okay. I actually like it because it signifies that this is no longer the Empire. This is the First Order, which is completely different from the Empire. Well, no, because the Empire does not exist. Like yes, the spaceships look the same, but they're much more powerful than what they were like so long ago. To fight, yes, yeah. Captain Phasma. Okay, yeah, we had a brief discussion of this earlier. She's the most disappointing thing of Star Wars. I actually liked Jar Jar, so uh, yeah. Okay, good luck. Hmm. Okay. Well, I believe this is all the time we have for now. Don't worry, guys. We'll continue this discussion, more of the nitpicks and honorable mentions, in a later video. The next podcast would be our top 5 movies of 2015. So, huh? No, we're uh, that's actually the next podcast, and so. Okay, let's do our outro. Well, yeah. Why did you want to join us for? Okay. Well, you're allowed to bring on guests, so yes, you can do that. Okay. No. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I guess we'll see you all in the next podcast. Say goodbye, Flame. Okay. Yeah. It's like yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you all next time. Okay. Stop this recording here. Cut what out?